Yes.
I like that you just started the recording with yes.
I know. Good. Welcome, everybody, to our recording of 3.3 function notation.
Yes.
Did I get this whole one?
Yes.
Another yes from Bunny.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
What?
And that's what I'm here for, just to make everyone's life easier, I hope.
Hey, what?
My life would be a lot easier if we were just online.
You know, life would be a lot easier if COVID actually got out.
Only if it was more of a deadly thing. It'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I might not understand.
Okay. Here we go. There you go, sir. You're welcome. Everyone else good to go?
Hi.
What flavor?
Raven?
Love Raven. Are you
What?
Justin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You do? Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it.
Yes.
What
After
did you
notes.
say?
Oh my god. I made a lava bracelet yesterday.
Ooh. I have a few of those.
Oh my god. I can make one for you.
Yes, I would love that.
Give me the size of your wrist.
Yay big.
Yay,
I
bitch.
don't know. An average wrist?
An average wrist.
Yeah.
Do you like bracelets tight or loose?
Looser.
Okay.
Okay. Are we all here?
Friendship bracelets?
No, Young Living, like, it's for essential oils, for like all natural oils, or like, they soak into the rocks and
And
they
it also help
fumes
you.
and it helps you.
Nothing.
Therapeutic. It's therapeutic.
Do you do healing stones?
No, should I?
Yes, this is a healing stone.
I'll
Rose
look into
quartz.
it. Okay. I'll look into it. Okay, our first job is to take these three equations and match it with their graph. So I guess let's do process of elimination. Which equation looks different compared to the other two? One,
Three.
2, or 3?
3.
3, right? Because it has that x squared. Okay, now which graph looks different compared to the other two?
A.
So those guys go together. So this one is A. Okay, now for B and C, B has a positive slope and C has a negative slope. That's my hint. So what equation do you think goes with B?
A is C and B is 2.
Hey, what? You mean 1?
C.
Equation 1 goes with B? Is that what you meant?
No. I said equation 1 goes with C.
Flip
You
them.
said A goes with C.
I don't know.
B
Yeah.
goes with 1 because it has a positive slope here.
Huh?
Do you see how it's like a
C's
positive
and
number?
B's. Yeah, something like
And
that.
then C, it's sloping down, so it goes
Oh,
with 2.
no, I did the wrong one.
That's okay. We'll talk more about their equations next week, but it's just a nice little intro. But our main job today, so we're used to seeing things in standard notation where it's y equals and then whatever it is. Today we're going to mix it up and use function notation, and that's when you have this fancy f of x business. So they're similar because they're still equations. The only difference is we replaced y with the f of x. So maybe we should write that. We replaced y with f of x. Other than that, they're the exact same. Function notation will be nice when we plug numbers in, which we're going to do kind of a little bit of today. But then that's really its only benefit. No, we're going to go with the big ideas today. Hopefully, if it works. It didn't work the other day, though, so maybe it won't work.
It doesn't work then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please don't work.
Please don't
Please
work.
don't work. Just
We'll
please
find
don't work.
out. It says, so use the graph to complete the input-output table. So here is our function, f of x equals negative x plus 3. And we're going to plug in these 4 values to figure out what our output is. So I'm going to write it, but I'm going to plug in -1, so -1 goes inside. Now anywhere I see an x in my equation, I'm going to plug in -1. You guys see what I did there? I plugged in -1 in for x. I plugged in -1 in for x. And now we just evaluate it. So what's a -1 really turn to?
1,
+1. And then 1 plus 3 gives me 4. And now we're going to do the same thing with 0. We're going to plug in 0.
that's 3.
Negative. Carly says 0. Are we okay with that? 0 plus 3 gives me 3.
Wait a minute, it's not like that. How does it go 4, 3? When that's a negative number after the first one.
It should be going down, right? Because think about our line sloping downward. So our number should be going.
But it's
Well, we'll see. I'll show you. If you plug in 1, negative plus 3. What's -1? Because remember, it's like a negative times a 1 there.
oh, it's oh.
Does that make sense? Okay. So -1 plus 3 is,
Negative 4.
so you're at -1 and you're adding 3. 2.
And this one would be 1.
It should be, yep. If the pattern continues, it should be, ooh,
Well, if you look at the slope, it's not curving around.
yep. Because -2 plus 3 is indeed 1. So basically what we did right here, folks, this is like the heart and soul of today. We're just going to be plugging into an equation and getting out a number. That's what we're doing today, okay? Jonah, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Okay, we're going to the next slide.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we're doing the same thing again. So it says, here is our function. Oh, I gotta show you this down. 1 second. It didn't save right. Okay. So our job is to take this equation right here, and we're gonna plug in 2 and -2 and see what we get out, okay?
12.
So we're gonna plug in 2 first. So anywhere you see a 2 or an X, you plug in a 2. And now we're just gonna simplify it. So -4 times 2 is, yep, -8 plus 7 gives me -1. So when we plugged in a 2, we got out -1. So that's how you'd write your answer as an ordered pair. We plugged in 2 and got out -1. Okay, now let's plug in -2. -4 times -2 is 8. 8 plus 7 gives me 15. So again, if we write that as an ordered pair, we plugged in -2, we got out 15. Okay, let's cross off the your turn number 2, but you guys do number 1 and I'll catch up to you. Plug in -4, 0, and 3. Let me check over and see how I did. Are you okay? Get the same answers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So all we did again was just plugged in and got an answer out. You guys have done that before. Okay, let's see what our next example is. So this time, we want to figure out what variable you have to plug in for x to get out 7. So we're doing the opposite. So this time we're given the output and we're looking for the input. So here, we're going to have set 7 equal to our equation and solve for x. Okay? So what would we do first here if we want to get x by itself? Yeah, add 5 to both sides. That would give us, what, 12 equals 2 over 3x. What you could, or to avoid decimals, how do you undo divide by 3? Multiply, right? So if I multiply this side by 3 and this side by 3, we'll get what? 36 equals, and then our 3's cancel over here, so 2x. And then you divide it by 2. A little more, like 18?
Sure.
Okay. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, next one, we can use function notation to help us graph. Basically, we're doing the same thing, but now when we get our ordered pairs, we're going to plot them and connect them with a line. So let's plug in, let's just always use these points for the most part. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So if we plug in -2, two times -2 is -4, right? Plus 5 gives me 1. Plug in -1. -2 though, right?
Yeah, -2 plus 5.
I got 3.
Yeah.
You guys okay with 3? Yeah? Zero plus 5 is just going to give us 5. Yep, that's what I got. And you can always check, look, I'm going up by 2 each time. Did that work out in our table? That's line? Yeah. And now we can graph it. So at -2, so left 2, we go up 1. -1 up 3. 3. 0, 5. That's all we're going to fit on there. That's okay. And now we can connect them. And next week, I'll teach you a shortcut so you don't have to do all that work. But we always teach you the long way first.
That's right.
I know. But you can always fall back on this way. That's why it's kind of nice. Okay, we're almost done, kids. I know I'm kind of putting you to sleep. Okay, are you okay with graphing? Okay, have you guys try. Let's have you do 4 and 6. So let's cross off 5 and 7. And then we'll be done. So remember on 4 is you're looking for what x is for it to equal 21. So you're going to put 21 equal to 6x plus 9 and solve for x. That's what you want to do. You guys get a head start and then I'll join you. What do you guys get for x? 2. That's what I got. Good job. Let's plug in, we'll just do 3 points on this one. Let's do -1, 0, and 1. You don't need to do all 5. Okay.
Do we choose the same number for x?
Yep. I'm gonna plug in -1,
Oh.
0, and 1. And then we'll get out. Oh no. There we go. Okay. So if I plug in -1, I'm gonna do my work right here. -3. We match. We have some of them.
So is it like
So X would be like left 1, down 5.
okay?
0. And hopefully it looks like a line when you connect them if you do it right.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any more notes. I feel like we're noted out today.
Understand.
Why don't you grab your Chromebooks and we'll practice a bit on big ideas. Hey, there's 10 questions on there.
Oh,
About?
too bad.
No, it's not bad, and we'll do some together.
If we have time, can we do it?
Yes, if there's time after, let's definitely. We can even do like a fun one. We'll find like a random fun one, and we should have time. I don't think it's going to take you guys that long.